What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. It is the 4th day of December, and here we are sitting at about $0.0051 right now. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are, about 7 hours and 50 minutes left in this day. Looking like we are setting up for a double bottom, but we've had that we've had that set up a few times, haven't we? Here we had a nice double bottom setup and to no avail. Right here we had, I guess, not a double bottom setup, maybe like a double bottom from the closing price, but no avail. Here we had a double bottom setup for a day and, well, nothing. So here, with this double bottom setup, we might be a little bit skeptical, and I think rightfully so. However, even if it fails, even if we do go lower, we will be met by very healthy and constructive support from these prior areas of resistance here. Let's say we drop all the way down there. It won't be fun because we're at 0.005 right now. That would be a drop all the way down, maybe at its lowest to 0.036. That would not be fun. But in the grand aspect of this drop overall, it's really not that much more to go. And any price at all spent below this low, any time that we're down here will be very short-lived. We should recover in a very short amount of time. So I'm not necessarily I'm not calling for this, and I don't want to use the word that I'm expecting this to happen either. I'm just prepared for it if it does. I'm not expecting it to happen. I wouldn't bet on this happening. I would not bet against it happening, though. I'm prepared if it does, and I think we should all be prepared for that in case it does happen. One final shakeout to the downside. But again, I ask, who's left to sell, man? I'm hearing rumors. I haven't seen Ninja's video or heard it from him himself, so I've just heard rumors. But I've heard rumors that Economic Ninja has sold. If he sold, man, who's left to sell? Who's left to sell? Right? Justin Sun's already out, right? He's gotten paid off. Who's left to sell at these levels? There's only people left to buy. And OnyxCoin and Chain, they're building all the time, guys. They're building. They're promoting stuff and building stuff all the time. Literally all the time, making their product better. 0.0, and there's a lot to be expected in Q1, right? There is the Goliath mainnet that's coming online in Q1. Again, we know that it's coming online in Q1. Okay, so here, imagine, and any time that I've been in crypto, a mainnet launch, even if there's issues, a mainnet launch every time results in a massive, fantastic pump. Every single time. Q1 is here. This is Q1. Okay. Goliath mainnet, the OnyxCoin's mainnet comes online somewhere in this time frame. Here we are. Little window until we hit that time range. Let's say it's immediately in Q1. Let's say it's at the ass end, whatever it might be. Wherever we are in the price, whether it's here, whether we've gone lower, whatever it might be, we're at a buy the hype moment. And the hype will send us higher than anything that we're at now, even if we go lower. Let alone if we don't go lower, let alone if we hold our ground here, we'll go higher. And I don't know how big the move will be. Maybe it'll be like this. Maybe it'll be like this. Who knows how big the move will be from this news in itself. I would expect that with the Goliath mainnet announcement and with the fact that XCN BTC here has such massive bullish divergence on the stochastics and the MACD, I suspect that this mainnet announcement will come out sometime early in Q1. Like any day now, any week now. You buy the hype, you sell the news. Right? We're going to know that the mainnet's coming out because what's going to happen is we're going to start moving up. You don't get the mainnet released and then you move up. That's not what happens. You start moving up, mainnet comes out, and then you dump. You buy the hype, you sell the news. The news is whenever it comes out. And if everything goes off without a hitch, you might sell the news first. If everything goes off without a hitch, you might continue to pump because, oh, there's no bugs. Oh, it's not that buggy. Oh, it's working exactly as intended, but better. We're even bringing on more clients than we thought, or there's more users than we thought that would be using this. Anything like that could send this thing up a lot higher. We saw the same thing happen with Ethereum, right? With EIP 1559 or something like that, I want to say is what it was, whatever, back last cycle. With that upgrade, people bought the hype. Whenever the upgrade came out, they sold the news, but the upgrade went without a hitch. There was no issues. Everyone was kind of expecting issues, and there was no issues, so we continued to rally. And the rally after everyone figured out, wow, this upgrade went seamlessly, the rally afterwards was just as massive as the rally beforehand. I don't know. I don't know what's coming. All I believe to know is that with XCN BTC's divergence, severe divergence on the MACD and the stochastics dating back to here, we're going to see something that's more than a 100% pump for XCN versus BTC, and likely this will break us out of our trend, which will likely take us to higher prices overall. But just that initial break, the initial break of this trend, I mean, the minimum, not being exuberant at all with this call, but the minimum expectation would be to the 382. It would be right here. And that move from the current price versus Bitcoin, that's a 116% move versus US dollars should be more. So we have a move that is programmed, preordained into this price action. Something that will take us probably well above 1 cent. Okay, so I don't know if Ninja sold, I don't know if anyone else sold, any other big bags sold or whatever, where they sold, when they sold, whatever it might be. But if anybody sold here in this range, I would imagine it's not long at all until some remorse comes in because of that, right? And likely, and I'm not speaking for every person who sold down here, whoever they might be, but likely any person that has sold down here, once this price moves up, unfortunately, they will likely buy back in, because then they will start to hear the rhetoric again. The same rhetoric that we've been saying for weeks, for months, for the whole damn year. We're going to go above this high, right? Think about it like this. The people who sold down here, they gave up. They gave up. This is capitulation. They gave up, whoever they are. When the price is up here, when you're breaking out of your downtrend, notably breaking out of your downtrend, there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it, the thought comes back, oh my God, we're going to 9 cents. We're going to 21 cents. Damn, I sold at the worst time. Damn, it pumped back up. I can still make a 6x. I can still make a 15x, a 16x. Those thoughts are going to come back, unfortunately, and I'm predicting it right now. The same people that have sold over the past month will likely be the same people who buy the highs of this next rally. Unfortunately, because if you're emotional enough to sell the low, you're going to be emotional enough to buy the high, typically, right? Or maybe you hate screw it, and you hate F your money, and you put it in something else that doesn't do as well, or maybe a shining star that's up, and then you buy the high and then it goes down, whatever it might be. OnyxCoin soon enough will be reclaiming the throne. It'll be reclaiming its status. And again, we know that this move is plugged in, it's programmed in, because XCN BTC has this immense divergence. You have weekly RSI divergence, weekly stochastic divergence, weekly MACD divergence. Every indicator has bullish divergence on it. You're finding support right now from your all-time low to this cycle's high, from your all-time low to this cycle's high on the Bitcoin chart at least, right? You're finding support at the golden ratio. You're finding support at prior areas of resistance. And you have bullish divergence on every weekly indicator all at the same time. The minimum expectation, in my opinion, would be that we go to the 382. Typically with the 382, you don't tip it and then reject. Typically you wick through it. But let's imagine we just tip it and reject. There's prior resistance right there. There's prior support right there. Kind of in this area of support back here. Yeah, maybe that's exactly what we do. Maybe we go to this very minimalistic expectation of a retracement. That's all we get. It's 120%. Likely if XCN BTC is up 120%, XCN USD would be up probably 150% or more. We'd be well above 1 cent. But the thing is if we see this, we're breaking out of this trend. If we see that, we're going to see this, we're breaking out of the same downtrend on the price. If we're breaking out of the trend, a new trend is starting. Goliath mainnet comes online, crypto's rallying, altcoins are pumping up, the market's back to life and its full vibrance. One of these most oversold coins that has actually outperformed the whole market, even though it's underperformed the whole market this year of 2025, it's outperformed the whole crypto ecosystem since the beginning of this bull market back at the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023. We have far outperformed everything, even Bitcoin, everything. And you're very oversold, you're one of the most oversold projects, and you've outperformed everything, yeah, you're going to see stupendous, man, whenever this happens, this is just a starting point. It's not an ending point. We're going to see further growth, and then eventually, again, the thought comes in, and this is how we know that the same people that sold here are going to be buying back here. Because to sell here, you had to have had some kind of conviction in OnyxCoin, right? You had to have some kind of conviction to hold all the way through, unless you heard about it here and you decided to buy here for your first time ever. That was where you decided to buy, and then you sold here. Okay, maybe it's different. But most of you have probably bought before this point, or maybe you bought at that point and beforehand, right? Most people aren't looking at a coin like this and looking to buy it. They're looking at a coin like this and looking to buy it, right? They're not looking for a coin that's down in the dumps. When OnyxCoin was doing this, most people are looking at Zcash to buy, right? They're not looking at OnyxCoin to buy. They're looking at Dash to buy. They're not looking at OnyxCoin. So I doubt the people who are selling here bought here. They probably bought here. They probably bought here. They probably bought here. They probably bought beforehand. Maybe they even bought beforehand. They have the story plugged in. They have the narrative. They have the fundamental analysis. They know what this thing is about. They just didn't get the results they were looking for. So again, theoretically then, in my opinion, my hypothesis is the same people that sold here, they're not selling because of any of the stuff they know about OnyxCoin. They're selling because of their emotional duress, because of the price action. If they're selling because of the price action, they will likely buy because of the price action. The same people that sold here will buy these highs. And the reason why they'll buy without too much worry is because they'll be like, damn, I really messed that up. But guess what? There's still 6x, 7x minimum potential. I messed it up, but I can still make my money back. And something that they already know. They don't need the sales pitch. They already got the sales pitch because they held through all this and they sold down here. I'm just saying the FOMO is going to be real. It's going to be immense. Daily RSI is shaping up. You're breaking out of your downtrend. You've broken out of it. You have double bullish divergence right now. You actually do have double bullish divergence, and we did close yesterday and the day before green. So technically right now this RSI is calling for a move up to about 0.0063. I mean, maybe this double bottom is looking real at that point. I don't know. It would technically, this is the threshold right here. So we move up to something just above there with this double bullish divergence that we have, because we have higher lows and here we have lower lows. This low is a higher low from here, but the closing low itself is actually lower. So it is double bullish divergence by every definition. Not only that, but you have less volume on this drop. Yeah. I mean, technically, theoretically here, the next move should be above this high, not below this low, technically. By the way, the daily time frame. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom out from there and we'll finish this video up. 1 hour time frame. Are there any gaps to the downside? I don't see any gaps. I don't see any. Well, that's good. 1 hour time frame here. RSI bouncing off the oversold zone. Still in a bit of a downtrend. Maybe we come down a little bit. And if we do go below 0.005, whatever, we can go below 0.005. Stochastics look a little bearish here, to be fair. And the MACD also looks bearish. But maybe you're at a point to turn things around. 4 hour, I mean, volume's not coming in as we're dropping here. Volume was coming in as we were moving higher. 4 hour time frame here. RSI looks sad. Looks very sad. We've continuously rejected this area, but we're not really going anywhere to the downside. That makes me optimistic, I guess. Stochastics make me pessimistic. I would think that we do come down a little bit more. I would think that we do come down a little bit more. Do we come down below this low? I don't know. I don't know. And from here to that low, it's not that big of a difference. So it doesn't really matter. I doubt we go below this low at this point, but I'm not 100% sure if we hold this low. If we go below that low, that's fine. We can really truly make this a double bottom. Stochastic suggests that we go lower. Again, going lower does not mean that we go below this low. It just means lower than here. MACD also suggests that we go lower. Daily time frame here. Again, now we're getting some bullish suggestions. Lower low on a daily closing basis, double bullish divergence. Bullish divergence on the stochastics, bullish divergence on the MACD. What's coming in the coming hours, maybe even the coming day, will be bearish. What's coming in the coming days, the coming weeks, will be bullish. Likely to the tune of a move that will be 160%, 150% or more, right? Because we only did this on a conservative level. What if XCN BTC goes all the way up to its golden ratio? If XCN BTC goes up to its golden ratio, that's a 270% move. If XCN BTC makes a 270% move, XCN USD likely makes a move that's greater than that 270%. I mean, let's just say we did 300% or more. That puts us above 2 cents. And I'm not stretching here. This is not a far stretch of the imagination. That's just a golden ratio retracement. It's just a lower high. But then on the US dollar pair, that's something far greater. Getting above 2 cents basically completely validates that not only is this the low, but validates the idea that we will be taking out this high, right? As it should all along. We were getting excited about 2 cents way back here. Unfortunately, the market had different expectations, different plans. It's different now, though. It's different now. The market's got a different kind of personality about it. Anyways, I've got nothing else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Ninja, if you're watching this and you did sell your XCN, my condolences. I'm sure he made some money because I'm pretty sure he got in way earlier. So I mean, like even if he bought over here, you know, he might have taken a loss on these positions, but hopefully you get back in before the big move happens, or maybe it's just a rumor. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard it from him myself, but I haven't really been keeping up with other YouTubers, unfortunately. I should probably keep up more so that I can be aware of what people are saying. But hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.